Super Metro changed how Kenyans view matatus. They came with a different perspective, with strict rules that people fell in love with, that makes them even make the queue during the rainy seasons just to get a seat in one of their buses. They even brought an end to the chaos of matatu life. Today, we'll be seeing how they were able to achieve this. Welcome to Venture Blueprints. If you're new here, like, comment, and subscribe. We break down the stories behind Africa's most interesting businesses. Today, we explain how a matatu company went from a single van to a fleet that reshaped commuter culture in Nairobi, and how it handled its toughest tests. The Super Metro story begins like many Kenyan success stories with grit. Nelson Mangi grew up in Murang'a, Central Province. After school with no university fees and few options, he came to Nairobi and hustled from roasting maize in Makadara to working as a lift attendant. Over time, hard work and a knack for operations saw him rise to become a restaurant operations manager. With savings and a loan, in 1998, Mwangi bought his first matatu. He ran it personally, learning the streets, the schedules, and the pain points commuters faced every day. Little by little, he bought more vehicles. By 2013, together with 3 friends, he formalized the brand Super Metro Company Limited with one clear purpose: professionalize an industry known for chaos. What made Super Metro feel different wasn't just paint and stickers, it was rules. They introduced strict recruitment standards for drivers and conductors, background checks, training, performance rules. If a conductor overcharged, or if a driver drove drunk or overlapped routes, the company took stringent measures up to expulsion. That hard line created trust. Middle-class and working commuters, tired of abuse and indiscipline, began to prefer Super Metro. They would rather stand in the rain and wait than squeeze into the old chaotic matatus. That discipline translated into scale. Super Metro now boasts a fleet of over 500 vehicles, employing thousands of drivers, conductors, and support staff. The brand became synonymous with reliability, scheduled routes, uniformed crews, systems, and an almost corporate approach to everyday matatu work. Super Metro's mantra: professionalism and hospitality. They position themselves as a people business, not just transport. Their frontline staff are trained to be courteous, stations and pickup points are organized, fares are structured and clearly communicated. That gave commuters predictability, the most valuable commodity for Nairobi commuters. Internally, the SACCO invested in support systems, operations managers, maintenance schedules, and centralized dispatch. Drivers and conductors are on fixed rosters, receive training, and in a model rarer in the matatu sector, face consequences for bad behavior. That's how Super Metro scaled. Systems plus standards. But even systems can be tested. In the context of staff treatment, public reports show both the upside professional onboarding, decent fleet maintenance, and the darker incidents we'll cover next. No business is immune from failure. In March 2025, a shocking incident ripped through Nairobi's headlines. A Super Metro tout allegedly pushed a passenger from a moving bus over a fare dispute, an episode that ended with the passenger's death. The story sparked public outrage and brought intense scrutiny to the SACCO's procedures and culture. The driver was arrested, and investigations followed, according to Citizen Digital. The National Transport and Safety Authority, NTSA, later suspended Super Metro's operations pending compliance checks, directing police to impound vehicles found on the road. The measure was a low blow for the SACCO's reputation and a stark reminder that trust can be lost in a single moment, according to Tuko Kenya News. Super Metro publicly suspended the crew involved and released statements condemning the incident, while law enforcement and courts moved to hold individuals to account. Earlier cases, too, have shown the company in court over alleged crew misconduct, including incidents where passengers were injured or assaulted and courts awarded damages. Those legal and reputational matters underline a broader truth. Even disciplined organizations can have rogue elements that undo years of credibility, according to Business Daily. So how did Super Metro respond beyond suspensions? Their response mix included public statements, suspending implicated crew, cooperating with police investigations, and intensified internal reviews. Yet commentators also criticized delays and perceived defensiveness in the early reaction, a reminder that crisis communication must be immediate, sincere, and solution-oriented, according to the Caustic Group. From a business perspective, the SACO had to do three things fast: show safe operations, allow investigations, and retrain or rescreen staff to prevent repeats. For transport brands, reputation is fragile. Quick, transparent action is non-negotiable. Super Metro isn't just about prices and discipline, it's also about innovation. The SACO has invested in modern buses, fleet management tools, and even tested electric buses, a step that signals long-term thinking about cost, emissions, and customer comfort. These moves show a SACO trying to evolve beyond Matatu stereotypes into a serious transport brand. Ambitions we've seen in reporting and interviews include expanding routes, deepening digital ticketing and payments, and strengthening maintenance and safety monitoring systems, all aimed at keeping commuters and regulators satisfied, while creating a sustainable business model for drivers and investors. Super Metro's journey teaches several clear lessons. Systems beat chaos. Standardized recruitment, training, and maintenance let a Matatu brand scale. Culture matters. Professionalism attracts customers, but it must be enforced consistently. Crisis readiness is business critical. A single rogue action can undo trust. Your response defines you. Innovation must be balanced with ethics. Fleet modernization. Electric buses and digital payments are great, but safety and human dignity come first. If you learned something new, hit that like button, subscribe, and tell us in the comments, what would you change about public transport in your city? I read every comment. Thanks for watching Venture Blueprints. Next week, we'll break down another Kenyan brand. Leave a suggestion below.